What is up, you guys? My name is Josh, also known as Hairytornado.
I'm Haley.
And today we are actually in Los Angeles, California. We came out here for a YouTube conference called VidSummit. We came a couple days early to do some thrifting while we have some free time. We actually came to this thrift store. It's called like the Council of Jewish Women or something like that. We heard it was pretty good, so we're gonna head in here and see what we can find to flip on eBay. If we can find anything, and probably go to at least 2 or 3 more stores while we're out today. So stick around. I found these Allbirds. They're super light and they're only 10 bucks. They're in good shape. I think these will be worth it. I also found a really cool pair of Vans, but they're size 14. I don't think we'll have room for them in our luggage.
Yeah.
Looking at the bags back here, I saw this really cool US Open Tennis Wilson bag, but I believe, oh, he had a price, 150 bucks. It's a cool bag, but it's crazy. That's really the only thing I've seen in here that's like really expensive. Everything else is pretty reasonable. All right, what'd you find?
I found some Gymshark leggings.
Okay. We also found these, or Haley found these Jordans. Jordans like shorts. And it's got the little Jordan logo on the other side. New with tags, standard fit, but they want 25 bucks for them. Yeah, I don't know. So the thrift stores here are definitely more expensive than back home, but I think we still were able to make a little profit in there. I got this pair of Allbirds. These were 10 bucks. Should be able to get about maybe 30 to 40 for those, I would think. Haley picked up these, whatever these are, some sort of women's athletic pants. Patula? I'll have to talk to her about that. And then a pair of Gymshark leggings, and I got this Logitech mouse, which is missing the little wireless receiver thing, but Logitech, any of the Logitech receivers would work with this. So I think I actually have an extra one at the house. So this should sell really good, like 60, 70 bucks or so. They didn't give us a bag. But all in all, we spent 38 bucks. Not too bad. Certainly more than usual. So there's our first Goodwill sighting, and it's interesting because it's just a donation center and bookstore. I guess they don't have anything else but books. LA is wild. So after we left the last thrift store, we were trying to figure out what else we could do in Los Angeles just to, you know, while we're here, what's an experience that we could only have here. And I found out that the building they filmed The Office in, like not the actual studio, but the building that they use for the outside of the office was like 30 minutes away. So we drove over here. Unfortunately, the fence is blocked off, but if you guys can see, that is Dunder Mifflin back there.
Josh, this is where Michael Scott ran like 35 miles.
31.
Wow, 13.
No, yeah. no, there was wind. I want another try. Here we go. 31.
This is where the Scranton Strangler rode by, and there's no rocks on the road anymore. Michael gathered them all. This is where Dwight had his concussion, right at this light pole. I want to put the camera under the thing here so we can. I don't know if you guys can. Oh yeah, there it is. Dunder Mifflin, baby. This is crazy. So we have come to our second thrift store stop of the day. This is a Salvation Army family store. I don't know what the prices are going to be like in here, but it should be interesting at least. So this Salvation Army isn't too bad with their prices. Their coats are $20 each, which is obviously more expensive than South Carolina, but they have this really nice powder keg Columbia jacket right here. Obviously it's too big for us to bring back, but that's really nice. And there's another one down here that's also Columbia. Made in Malaysia, men's extra large. Really cool. This is also the largest Salvation Army, probably the largest thrift store I've ever been in. You guys can see behind me, it just keeps going on and on. We have a couple cool items over here in the electronics section. There's part of a, it looks like a Black & Decker Space Maker can opener, but I don't see, oh no, it's out of this one. I thought it was Black & Decker. And then down here, where was this? Flip clock. So I think it's a GE. I don't know, maybe not. It's only $5.99, but I don't know if it works. It's got that little sticker on the front, but definitely a lot to look at. I'm gonna go over here and try to find Haley, see if she's found anything. Hello, Haley. Have you found anything?
things that I would pick up in South Carolina, but not here.
Yeah, I think we got some men's shoes back here. Maybe, yeah. Let's see, what are these? I don't know. Oh, these are cool. Vans. $6. Pretty solid. I don't know. Is it worth the space it's going to... Oh, look at these. New Balance 990s. Oh my gosh. How much? How much are they? There's no price. Of course there's no price. These would definitely be worth the space. They're missing insoles, it looks like, but that's not a huge issue. I'm definitely going to get these, take them up to the register and see what they'll charge us. I mean, I don't... What are other shoes? Do these not have prices? Are they set prices or something? Shoes must be set prices. Those are $9.99. I don't know. I mean, these are probably like $80 to $100 or so, even in this condition, missing insoles. So I'll definitely... Is that a price tag? I guess. I don't know. I'll leave that on there. Really good find here. $9.99. $9.99? Okay.
Do you want to back your item?
No, thank you. We'll just take it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We gotta go this way. Oh no, we go that way. Okay. I was confused. Sick. $9.99 for those. Is that Dooney? What?
Is that wrong? It's kind of peeling.
No, usually it's a telltale sign, like when the leather strap is peeling like that. It's 100% fake. But these aren't. So other than not having insoles, these look to be in really good condition. I mean, plenty of tread left. I mean, they're pretty solid. The code on these is M990GL3. They're a US size 15, which 15D, which I think is wide, and 15 is actually the largest men's size that I would recommend picking up. Anything past 15 is going to be pretty tough to sell, but 15 itself is probably going to be really easy to sell because people with 15 wide shoes usually can't even go to the shoe store to buy stuff. Then they would have to go online. So again, M990GL3. There's a sole comp right there, M990GL3. Men's 10.5, and that one in pre-owned condition sold for $89.99 plus shipping. So I think we'll be able to get a little bit more for ours since it's a bigger size. So I'm going to shoot for about $100 plus shipping for these, and we paid $9.99.
It's cool because that was made in the USA on the back.
Yeah, anytime you find New Balance made in USA, those are generally worth picking up if you can get them for fairly cheap. Our next thrift stop of the day is going to be an actual Goodwill. I don't know if well, there's a sign, store and donation center. I don't know if we're going to find anything in here today. I kind of just wanted to come to Goodwill to see how the prices were. Haley just found this Coogee shirt. It's the exact same shirt we found the other day. Well, pretty much the one we paid $4.75 for at our Goodwill. This one's $46. That's wild. I got some Nike Air Max right here. These look pretty good, but they are $46. Really good condition though. That's the thing about these thrift stores that are higher priced, is that generally people don't buy things so quickly. So if you ever need things for personal use, their selection's really nice. I mean, they have a ton of stuff.
True.
But
Nice cool jacket.
oh wow, that is really Club Foreign.
But I don't see a single tag on it.
I'm sure it's very
Club
expensive.
Turbo
Yeah.
supercharged. I wonder if that's fake then.
I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
Either way, very expensive. Those Air Maxes are cool. Honestly, I mean, $46 for those isn't so bad. I mean, those might sell for close to $100, but I don't think they're going to be worth the room it's going to take in our suitcase. But we'll keep looking. What are these, Peloton? Yeah, those are Peloton. How much are these? I don't know. How much are friggin' shoes? We got some little Hey Dude shoes, brand new with tags, for $10. That's not so bad. I think these are girls, maybe. It's not too bad. So I was looking over there and I found these Reebok men's CrossFit shoes, the CF74s, orange and black colorway, excellent condition, like barely worn at all. And these are only $14.99. Not a bad price. I don't think we're gonna get them because I don't think they'll fit in our luggage, but $14.99 is cheaper than I figured they'd be. So that actually wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be. Like, I've seen my friend Drew, Profit Monsters, post his Goodwill prices down in Florida, and it's it's still way worse in Florida than it is here. I mean, there's some things were a little expensive, like especially some of those clothing items, but for the most part, it was, I felt like it was pretty reasonable, especially being in California. So when we left that last Goodwill, we didn't really know exactly where to go, so I just typed in Beverly Hills, and we are here. We just got to, it doesn't look like Beverly Hills yet, but we just passed the sign that said Beverly Hills. So we'll be on celebrity lookout and let you guys know if we see anybody. Is that George Clooney? No. What we learned by driving through Beverly Hills is that it seems like most humans own a Tesla. We've seen more Teslas in the last 15 minutes than we have in our entire lives. That's crazy. I think we're pretty much in the middle of Beverly Hills. This is like the, I don't know, what is that?
That's the fire station.
Oh, fire station. That's sick. We were actually on the way back to the hotel, but then we passed this one other Goodwill, so I figured we'd go in here and see what we can find in this one. So the shoe prices at this location are about the same as they were at the last one. We got a pair of like brown leather Adidas golf shoes here for $13.99. We got this pair of kids Jordans over here for 20 bucks. I don't know if these are real, but those could be good. We got some Sanuk flip-flops for $8. So, you know, expensive, but reasonable, I guess. Got some Puma BMW racing shoes for $30. Got some rock band drums, partially without the legs on, for 10 bucks, and a rock band guitar for $8. I'm not sure. I think this is maybe for a PS3 or maybe a Wii. I don't know. Probably Wii, since the drums are for Wii, but that's certainly not a bad price. So it's the very next day. Yesterday, as we were leaving that Goodwill, my camera battery died, of course. So we've been filming so much that day. So today is our last day with the rental car before the conference starts. So we are actually in Santa Monica right now, and we are about to head on the Pacific Coast Highway, I think, heading down to Malibu. So it should be a fun little ride. I'll put in some time-lapse footage or something for you guys to check out. This is crazy, man. First time seeing the West Coast. I'm sure there'll be a lot of background noise from the cars driving by, but this is a close-up look of the Pacific Ocean, in case any of you haven't seen it before. It looks eerily similar to the Atlantic Ocean. We decided to stop here at the pier in Santa Monica. I don't know if this is called the Santa Monica Pier. I don't know anything, but it looks cool. Yeah, Santa Monica Pier, north entrance. This is pretty cool. It's 15 bucks to park here, but we can stay all day, and it looks like they have, is this the one with the Ferris wheel? Yeah, Ferris wheel and roller coasters over there. So we'll see. Look at that guy. Oh, hey bird. One thing that is really different about the Pacific Ocean, as far as we can tell, is that the waves here are much bigger than on the Atlantic coast. These waves would be primo on the Atlantic coast. We're pretty much at the very top of the Santa Monica Pier here. This is the harbor master or whatever. There's the harbor patrol boat down there, but this is a really nice view of all of the Pacific Ocean. After we left Santa Monica earlier, we decided to come down to Hollywood Boulevard, and look who it is, LeJean Brames. So we just got checked in for the VidSummit YouTube conference. There's our little name badges, and it's just a wild experience so far. There's a little over 500 people here, all mainly YouTubers, and like downstairs so many people were vlogging, and they've got these like big fancy camera setups, and I just brought my GoPro with me, so it should be a pretty fun night. We just met that guy in the plaid shirt. His name is Sam, and he has a YouTube channel called Historic Travels. Look at all these freaking YouTubers. This is wild. I'm sure it is insanely loud right now, but I just want to show you guys what the room looks like. Ton of people. I got a buffet over there sponsored by StreamYard. We got a DJ. We got chess. It's crazy. StreamYard set up this cool like photo area behind us. It's an upside down setup. I love it that even the, get in there, man. What's your name? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. What? Tech Gear Talk.
Tech to what?
Gear Talk.
Tech Gear Talk. Everybody go check it out. Let's look at this cool setup, man. Everything's upside down, even the sodas. So it's the very next morning. Last night was absolutely amazing. Just having the ability to meet in that fun environment and talk to like-minded individuals with YouTube channels. It was just such a great experience. Again, this conference is called VidSummit. I think last night I talked to Sean Cannell. He has the YouTube channel called Think Media. I probably talked to him for 20 minutes, Hayley and I both, and he was just giving us advice on the channel and what our next move should be and things like that. And it's crazy that people with such large followings on YouTube have time at a place like this to talk to one person for 15 to 20 minutes. I was just blown away. And again, shout out friggin' Potato Jet for just sitting at a table and being willing to be in the vlog. So I'm probably going to end this vlog right now. We're going to head into our first sessions today. Today we're gonna hear from a couple different people. I don't want to bore you guys with it, but if you want more content about this YouTube conference, like some more behind the scenes stuff and some more like YouTube based stuff, like maybe like a day 2 of our Los Angeles vlog, let me know by dropping a comment on this video down below. But as of now, we're gonna cut it off here, and I will see you guys when we get back home. Thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best, and we'll catch you on the next one.